Documentary bill. In a documentary bill, documents relating to the goods represented by the bill, for example, bill of lading or railway receipt, marine insurance policy, etc., are attached to a bill. Clean bill. When no documents of title relating to the goods and other documents are attached to the bill, it is called a clean bill. Trade bill. A bill may either be a trade bill or an accommodation bill when a bill is drawn, accepted, or endorsed for a consideration. It is called a trade bill. Escrow. A bill delivered conditionally is called escrow. A bill may be endorsed or delivered to a person subject to the condition that it will be payable if certain conditions are fulfilled. In this case, the property in the instrument does not pass to the endorsee. The liability to pay does not arise if conditions are not fulfilled. It does not affect the rights of a holder in due course. Maturity of negotiable instrument. Maturity is the due date for the payment of the instrument. The instrument payable on demand becomes payable immediately. A check is always payable on demand, so there is no question of its maturity. An instrument which is not payable on demand becomes mature on the third day after the day on which it is expressed to be payable. These days are called days of grace. Calculation of date of maturity. The amount of the maturity of a bill or note is calculated as I explain it further. If a note or a bill is payable at a stated number of months after date or after sight or after a certain event, it becomes payable after 3 days of the corresponding date of the month after the stated number of months. If the month in which the period terminates has no corresponding day, it becomes mature on the last day of the month. The day on which the bill or note is drawn or presented for acceptance or sight, or the day on which the event happens, is excluded. When the maturity date is a holiday, the instrument is deemed to be due on the preceding business day. The expression public holiday includes Sundays and any other day declared by the federal government by a notification to be a public holiday. Payment in due course. It means payment in accordance with the apparent tenor of the instrument in good faith and without negligence to any person in possession thereof under circumstances which do not afford a reasonable ground for believing that he is not entitled to receive the payment mentioned in it. For a payment in due course, the following conditions must be fulfilled. Apparent tenor. The payment must be made with the apparent tenor of the instrument. A payment must be a payment before the maturity is not a payment in due course. Similarly, a payment by a bank of a post-dated check before the date mentioned therein is not a payment in due course. Good faith and without negligence. It means the payment must be made under the honest belief that the person demanding payment is legally entitled to it. The payer must conduct the necessary inquiry about payment. Holder of instrument. The payment must be made to a person in possession of the instrument who is entitled to receive the payment. The payer must see and obtain the instrument before payment. Legal tender and money. Legal tender money. The payment must be made in money only unless the holder agrees to accept payment in any other medium or by check or by draft. Now we reach to the other stage of our series of tutorials, and now we talk about the parties' negotiable instrument. Well, first of all, we talk about the holder. The holder of a promissory note, bill of exchange, or check means the payee or endorsee who is in possession of it or the bearer thereof, but it does not include a beneficent owner claiming through a benefitter or a fictitious owner.